Do you want more? More time, more balance, more love, more sex, more money, more real, and less bullshit? This is the Women Wanting More podcast with Dr. Karen Osborne. Real life, real stories, plus real tips to get you more of what you want.
So as I record this podcast, sister, there is a lot of shit happening in the news right now. There's a lot of shit going on. There is all sorts of insanity that's come out with people in Hollywood that have been molesting and assaulting women for years, A-list actresses. There's more that are coming forward and saying this has been going for a while in Hollywood. There's a terrorist attack that just went down today. There have been a lot of women, because of what's happened, was specifically referring to Harvey Weinstein, the whole hashtag Me Too, and how many women that you've seen, and maybe even one of them, sister, that very bravely have shared on Facebook of how you have been sexually assaulted or raped or molested. And we can take a look at all this stuff that's going on and natural disasters and just be like, man, the world is fucked. It's fucked. It's depressing. I was looking through something that I heard today, and I really don't follow the news. Any stuff I see is maybe someone's posted on Facebook, and even then I don't really scroll feeds all that much, sister. But I'm aware of it. I was aware of the Harvey Weinstein thing, and I saw something today by the actor Corey Feldman, who I know has been talking for a while of how he was molested by a lot of people in Hollywood, and that's kind of coming up again with all the Harvey Weinstein stuff. And it's disturbing. It's upsetting. It's, we could go all sorts of places with this conversation, sister, right? We could say it's wrong, it's not fair, women are being treated this way, men are being treated this way. What the fuck? And you could literally, you could get really caught up. I mean, I found myself I'm like, what's the guy's name again? Oh yeah, Harvey Weinstein. I'm like, what was his, all the kind of just looking at this before I record this podcast episode again. And it is, it's fucking heavy. It's heavy. So what do we do with this, right? What do we do with this when these things are going on around the world? What do we do with this when we hear about people that have lost their children, that have gone through incredible tragedy, that are in really, really dark, deep spaces? What do you do? What do you do? And I'll tell you, there's a lot of people that have some dark stuff in their lives. Secrets. Hidden fucking secrets. Waiting for the ball to drop. And it's not at the level of some of these stories that I just mentioned, but it's some deep, dark secret inside that you don't want out. That you don't want anybody to ever know. And it is slowly eating away at you. It is slowly killing you by holding on to that. And that'll be up to you to decide to tell the truth about those things and to let that shit go and to stop fucking crucifying yourself for something that you did or something you said or something in the past, nothing that you can change right now and or maybe even rectify. So what do you do? What do you do with that? What do you do with all the stuff that's happening in the world? And just know it is now 2017, actually October 31st, Halloween, ironically, as I record this podcast episode. We could be talking and have the same conversation 10 years ago, just different people involved, 20 years ago, 40 years ago, 40 years from now. It's easy and it's done to say, man, the world is going to hell, man. The world is fucked. This is just, and I know people that don't have children and say, I don't want to raise kids in this shit. Some that even choose not to have children because of all the stuff they see happening in the world. By all means, we all know and acknowledge there's a lot of great shit in the world. A lot of good stuff, a lot of good people, a lot of amazing experiences. But when we have these times that happen in our world and in your life, sister, it can be easy to go, it's fucked. I'm fucked. What the hell? And avoid it, numb, sedate, whatever your tool is to do that, ignore, put your head in the sand. So what do? What's true for me, sister, is that there are so many things in life which you cannot control. You have zero fucking input over. Zero. You can share stuff. You can raise awareness. You can petition and protest and laws can be changed. But you're looking at stuff that takes forever to change if it does change. And the one truth I know is this, sister, is that the only thing you can control all of this is you. Is you. And we think it's no big deal. We think that by healing ourselves, by understanding who we are, that getting clear on what we want, that knowing exactly why it matters, that being a person that says what they say that they're going to do, commits to taking action on the things that matter and what they want in their life, that's no big deal. Well, I want you to hear this, sister. It's a big fucking deal. It's a big fucking deal. Your life impacts others. The ones that are in it in your close inner circle and others that you don't even know about. You simply work on healing yourself, working through your shit, uncovering those secrets, letting that stuff go, having the tough conversations, figuring out who you are. And your life becomes much more simple. You become much more free. You are no longer burdened by the fucking demons and stories and the shit from your past. You do you. It sounds so facetious, right? Just go, well, you just work on you. And don't even worry about that. I'm not saying that, really. I'm not saying there's not other issues for the things that are happening and there's wrong and injustices, but it comes down to this, is there is so much that we cannot fucking control, that the only thing that you're able to control, sister, is you. What do you want? What do you want? As a wife, what do you want? As a mother? As a businesswoman? For yourself, what do you want? Why must these things happen for you? And more importantly, the foundation of all this is, who are you? Pie in the sky questions, Karen. Give me something tactical. What are the 3 steps? What are the tips? A lot of you tell me this. You ask me this. It's not about that. And even if I somehow had the 3 secrets to being, there would be nothing to fucking land on that, because you don't have those other things figured out. And there is no wrong action. The only wrong action for you right now to take is no action. In which is so many of you, which is why you're paralyzed. You think, well, I don't know who I am. And so, well, what if I don't like who I figure out myself to be? What if what I want is not what I really want? Okay, fuck, you will know once you actually start doing that thing. You will never, ever know if you sit there and you ponder and you pontificate and you figure out your pros and cons list and you ask 10 fucking friends. You know why you do that, sister? Because you don't know who you are. You cannot control the shit that is happening outside of you, but you can certainly control the fucking shit that is going on inside of you. Let me say that again, because I want you to really hear this. You cannot control what's happening outside of you. Your husband, your children, your clients, your family, your mother, your siblings, your father, everybody, your dogs, no control. You can only control what's happening inside of you. Figure out who you are. There is a calmness and a clarity and a knowing and a certainty that will happen in your life when you when you choose to begin to do the work to make that happen, sister. Bad shit will always go on in the world. That is not doom and gloom. That simply is the reality. What will you do about it? Uncover who you are, heal the shit inside of you. You will affect and impact others. I promise you that by your way of being, by how you show up in fucking life. It is my decision to 5.5 years ago take this knowing I had inside of me that says, Karen, there's something that you have to share. And I began a journey to get to this moment 5.5 years ago. It did not happen overnight. It was not fucking easy. I wanted to quit so many times. I've had people try to knock me down. Repeatedly. But as I speak to you right now, sister, as a 48-year-old woman who's been married for 17 years, together with my husband for 25, I've got 2 children, 7 and 4 years old, 2 incredible boys. I get to sit here and talk in this microphone and speak my message, my story to share with you so I can teach you what I've learned through my life. I get the chance to have people fly in from across the world to attend my live events that will coach with me, that will hop online and purchase some of my programs, that will be a part of this Women Wanting More movement. And I'm so grateful for it. And none of this shit has come easy. And just like an onion that has all these layers, I uncover more and more of who I am, the deeper the work I go. And you, sister, can do the same, but you have to choose it. So here's your more tip for today. Take out your journal and write this at the top. Who am I? For the next 7 days, write every single day, 1 page. Who am I? Simple. Not simple. Seems silly? There's depth in this, sister. There's power in knowing, understanding who you are, and you need to begin to do the work to figure that shit out. And this is a way you can begin. Now, you probably have 1,000,000 journals at home, like most women around the world. But if you have not gotten your free journal yet, limited edition Women Wanting More journal, I want you to go right now to drkarenosborn.com/free journal, and I will send one to you. I've sent them 208 now from 12 countries around the world. Yes, I will ship to anywhere you live on planet Earth. So far, it's been these countries: Canada, US, Denmark, Australia, New Zealand, Mexico. Oh, what am I missing? Ireland, Scotland, UK. I got a few more in there. Norway. The list goes on and on and on. Korea. So head over to drkarenosborn.com/free journal, and I will send that to you in the next couple of weeks. And in addition, make sure you head over to the Women Wanting More Experience Facebook page. It is a new closed private group. We're close to 1,000. I think we're at 940 right now as we record this podcast episode. And I drop in questions in there 2 or 3 times a week, and you will start to connect with women who are like you, women that are like you, that want more within their life. Association is everything. So I want you to go ahead, go to Facebook, type in at the top at the search bar, Women Wanting More Experience. It is a closed private Facebook group, and be asked to request to be added to the Facebook group, and I will preview within 24 hours. So I know, sister, this has been a heavier one, right? But you know, this is how it rolls. This is how I'm feeling today. This is what's really true for me. But the work that you do on you can absolutely begin to heal the shit you're seeing that's happening outside of you. Imagine what is possible If 1% of the world actually did this work, life-changing, sister, and it starts with you. So I will talk to the next episode of Life of More is one step away from me doing the fucking work, starting with figure out who you are every single day. I love and appreciate you, sister.
To get the show notes of each Women Wanting More episode, including the How to Get More tip, subscribe to the newsletter at drkarenosburn.com/newsletter.